everyone. My name's Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for joining me today for Flosstube number 100 and something, 112, 111, 108? No, not 108. I'm going to guess 112. You'll know because it's in the title. I have not been here for a while because of various things. My sister got married. I'll talk about that at the end, if I remember. I got sick. I have a tooth situation that is very painful, and it just was not conducive to filming anything. But I just like 10 minutes ago fully finished an object that I want to show you that I had finished since last time I saw you. I've worked on a little bit of stitching. I made some stuff. I have a craft fair next weekend that I made a new thing for that I want to show you. It's frigging adorable. And yeah, I just wanted to pop in since it's been a while and just say hello and give you a little update. I bought things. I got Happy Mail. It's going to be a party. So, you know, grab a cup of something, glass of something, sit back and hang out, or grab your stitching and, you know, get to it. Let's do it. But before we get to any of that, I want to welcome my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me on my crafty and artistic adventures. And welcome back to all my friends who've been hanging out with me for however long you've been with me. It's been great to get to know you in the comments here on YouTube and also on Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you can find me in two places. Really, you can find me in one place. Let's be real here. Dr_Christy. My Instagram is down in the description box below because I'm not editing again or else it won't get up. And yeah, thanks for joining me, and you can hang out with me there. And if you are interested in stitching, cross stitch, embroidery, although not lately, but hopefully in December, I don't know, antique sewing, paraphernalia, history, nonsense, then this is the channel for you because I'm so full of nonsense. It's fantastic. And I hope you will subscribe and stick around. So I don't know where we want to go from here. Let's just do fully finished objects since it's on my mind. Oh, good. The heat just kicked off. So it's a loud heater in here. I just fully finished my Stitchy book swap that Heather Link is my homeboy organized. And I don't know if my person watches, but I actually brought it up. Look, I'm like semi-prepared because I'm not editing. But I did Lindy Stitches. Jane Austen is my homegirl, but I changed it up. So I changed it up in a couple ways. And I made it into a tote bag. So this is what I did. I didn't do much full coverage. The only full coverage I did was the black. The rest of it, I did not think the full coverage was necessary. So like all this was filled in gray, and then all this was filled in teals. Oh, teals. Yeah. Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock on Sunday, November 12th. I don't know if I said that. This is the second time I've started. But anyway, so there's my finish. So I changed the colors. I didn't love the teal and like hot pink, so I went with a blue and dusty rosy pink. And one of the blues is called Anne's Constancy by, I think it's Forbidden Fiber Co. I don't have it with me, but Anne from Persuasion. I think it was the light one. So I made it into a little book bag. You know, you can fit like one little book in here. It's not lined because I just didn't have time, but it is French seamed. It's French seam. So the seams are like good. I made this is like a black heavyweight linen. And then this is a canvas kind of, you know, fun country print. I thought it looked nice. There's like farming and windmills and ruins, which feels very Jane Austen to me. Anyway, that's what I did. I hope that she likes it. I mean, she'll say she likes it even if she doesn't like it because stitchers are so nice. So that's my finished object and fully finished object. And I'm pretty pleased with it. It'll fit like a book. I envision I envision you putting your novel in here and like going to the coffee shop and getting a coffee. That's kind of how I envision this book. So it's like not this bag. So it's not huge. I don't know. That's the plan. That's in my mind, the plan. The other thing I finished is, like I said, I have a craft show next weekend. It's the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And I made tiny little cotton spool, like cotton bobbin Christmas trees. So these cotton bobbins are from like the 70s, maybe. They're wound bobbins, which you just don't see anymore. Isn't that cute? It's a Christmas tree. I love it. So I have a bunch of these that I'm making. I'm going to make more when I'm done here. And I'm going to sell them hopefully next weekend. Those are my only finishes. I do have 2 whips that I've been working on, one of which I think I've worked on since I saw you. I may not have, but it is, and I can't show you the picture. It's my witch, my sort of early modern witch. And this is the house that she's flying over. So that's all I have. That's all I have. I wish that I could bring her up. Let me see if I can bring her up. I probably can't. But I will try, and I'll just kind of keep talking just in case it works. Hold on. I'll just pause you. I found her. So this is her, and she was my July Patreon exclusive pattern. My Patreon's on hold for the rest of the year, so you can't join if you're interested in joining. And my patrons aren't getting charged. I just need time to catch up, basically. I'm so overwhelmed with being sick and stuff. But this is who I'm stitching, and I have like this little house down there done. And I'm stitching this. This is a, I think, 16 count Aida that was dyed by Speedy X Stitch, formerly the Danish stitcher, Esther. She dyed this, and I won this in Stitchy Lanka's 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So that's what this is on. I think it was a one-off. And I'm stitching it in Color and Cotton limited edition Salem. Limited, so I can't get this again. Oh no, I can't get this again. That might be a problem. Because I'm sure I'm going to run out. The whole thing is the one. Wow, I really need to plan these things better. Man, that's terrible. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just figure something out. Maybe I'll make like this. Well, I'm not doing the sky. So like I'm not doing all these like sky lines. Oops, sorry. There's my ring light. All the sky lines because the fabric is so good. I am doing those clouds up there though, but this is still, it's a lot of stitches, and I think I'm gonna run out of floss. Anyway, but it comes from this cool image from a witchcraft trial. And this is a print from a 17th century witchcraft trial, 18th century. Yeah, 18th century. So anyway, and the woman who is on trial is the woman who's standing there. And the witch that I'm doing, who's flying, is actually, according to the trial, a witch that has that was executed like 3 years prior. So she's like a ghost witch. She's all of Halloween, all in one thing. Yeah, so that is what I'm working on. Also, I'm working on that. And finally, the other whip I have. You won't see a difference. I'm not even gonna bother looking for a before picture, but because I only did like 150 stitches, but I put 150 stitches in my Lady and the Unicorn. This is my only Heaven and Earth design. I am almost 17% done with it. It is 227,000 stitches, and I'm not there. My plan was, I had plans, my friends, with this. My plan was 125 stitches a day for 5 years, and it would be done. I do not have that kind of a, like, attention span at all. Yeah. I've lost my stitchy mojo. I'm trying to get it back. It's hard. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, like, I do not have my stitchy mojo at all. I'm trying. I'm getting things done. Oh, I also finished, which I can't show you because it's a secret stitching. I also finished a pattern for Just Cross Stitch magazine that's coming out in April. So I can't show you that, but I sent that out, and so that's all good. But yeah, I worked on my Lady and the Unicorn. I did sort of like a couple of filling in colors in here, and I did a couple of filling in colors in here, but you won't be able to see the difference because it's 150 stitches out of 227,000. But I worked on it, and that's good. That's very good. So I have done some stitching. This one was due November 1st, and I think I'd done, I don't know, 25% by November 1st. I stitched 2,000 stitches on this in 1 week. Now, luckily, there's all that black. Like, slamming in color, man, that's always really nice to do. So, I'm pretty, I got more stitching in than I had been getting in. Considering I was sick and in pain and traveling. Not too bad. Not too bad. I am getting a little pain right now, though. All the talking, I think, affects it. So let me show you my Happy Mail. I got 2 pieces of Happy Mail. I'm so thrilled. The first one was from my friend Carol. And I think, what did she say? She sent me some stickers for my planner. Thank you so much. I love them. And she sent me, let's see, is the card still in here? Oh, good. I was afraid I hadn't hit record and I was just talking to myself. She got these on the freebie table. I love the idea of a freebie table, first of all. And I appreciate so much when someone like sees something, and you'll know why when you see it. But they see something that's like $1 or like free, and they're like, I'm just going to grab that for Christy. That's like so kind and thoughtful. She sent me this card that has this. I just noticed that this has this cross stitch pattern on the back. Duck weather vane. But it's a card. Oh, so nice. I didn't even notice that before. I just read the card and kind of put it back in. And I'm stuck. It stuck to me. Sorry. Little freak out there. She sent me medieval, and I think it's medieval canvas needlework patterns, which is fine. I know how to do them. But these are brass rubbings. So throughout England, there are, like, in churches, brass plaques. Some of them are huge, life size. Some of them are smaller. And one of the things that you can do is you can take a piece of paper, get some charcoal or chalk or something, and do or graphite, and do a brass rubbing. And so these are brass rubbings and I'm assuming that they are actual, I'm assuming they're actual ones, like actual brasses. They are. Yeah, so these are like actual depictions of actual brasses in churches, and that's super cool. So between this and my Knight and Lady blackwork, I got medieval stuff to stitch. I'm excited. So, and it gives you like how to do the stitches, and it tells you who they are. So like this is Catherine Qualremeyer. Catherine Qualremeyer, who died in 1342, but the brass was engraved around 1420. The brass shows early type of horned headdress of the 15th century. And this is Joan Parent, 1415, only part of full-length brass, most exciting headdress. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you, Carol. I really appreciate it. I love them. I'll put them back in their container. And then the other Happy Mail I got was from Denise at Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. If you remember, if you watched my last video, I decided to take apart my crocheted granny square sweater and start a new one. And I was kind of lamenting that I didn't have any stitch markers, because with crochet, if you don't have a stitch marker, then you just like it just pulls itself out. So I haven't restarted my granny square sweater. I will, but I haven't yet. But Denise made and sent me stitch markers. How kind was that? So these just came in the mail. I didn't even know. She didn't even like tell me. They just like were a surprise. But she made these beads, she says. So anyway, thank you. Thank you, Denise. I will absolutely use them. And they are like the clippy earring kind, which is going to be really easy to use. Since I've never used a stitch marker before, I think these will be great, because I can understand how they work without, you know, messing it up. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I do have a what's it called? A purchase that came, and I just purchased another box today. So this is, I got my Forbidden Fiber Co. Advent Calendar. This is the one that I buy every year. And I like it because, you know, I don't stitch, sorry about the crinkling. I don't stitch like other people's patterns very much. I do it sometimes, and I kind of have a couple on the go. But because I'm designing and trying to stitch my own patterns, I just don't have the time. So a lot of stitchy boxes have 10 or 12 patterns in them, and I know that I'll never get to them. So the thing I like about Forbidden Fiber Co. boxes, Advent boxes, is that it's one pattern. So basically she splits the pattern into 12 parts. And so you get a skein of floss and a 1/12 of the pattern on like even days. And on odd days, you get another fun goodie. So this year, the theme is A Christmas Carol. I love A Christmas Carol. It's my favorite Christmas story. And The Muppets Christmas Carol is my favorite Christmas movie. I mean, I watch it. We have it on digital and DVD and VHS. Depending on where I am in time and in my house, I can watch it on any medium that I have. So I don't know what it's going to be. I may actually stitch along with this. I usually kind of wait until the end to see if I'm interested in stitching it, because I don't really stitch Christmas. I don't really decorate for Christmas much. Like, we sometimes have a tree, but sometimes we don't. So I'm not like a seasonal decorator. But I may start stitching this one. Yeah. And speaking of which, I think I'm going to do Flossmas again. Our commencement is on December 1st. So our semester is over December 1st. Like, that's the end of finals week, which means that I'll have time to do a Flossmas. So I can, open up my boxes for you. And I don't know, maybe maybe have projects. I don't think it'll be like last time. And I promise that for my international people who won my Flossmas giveaways last year, I still haven't sent those out because I'm a terrible person. And I have them boxed, but I have to repackage them. I have to repack them to fit the customs forms. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. They will get to you, and I will mail them out before Flossmas starts. You won't get them before Flossmas because they're international. But I'm mailing them out before Flossmas starts. I swear to God I will. I swear that they will be mailed out before Flossmas starts. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have such a weird thing about the mail. Such a weird thing about the mail. And I don't know why. But this is the box. This is the box. So I'll open this. I have 2 other advent calendars. I have a Shower Bomb advent calendar. And I have an Ulta Beauty 12 Days of Beauty advent calendar that I just kind of picked up when I went and got my dry shampoo. So I have those to open up as well. And I think that'll be fun. And I'll come up with something to do. Last year, I did a different project every day. Tried a different craft every day. I don't think I'm going to do that because now I just have like 20 different unfinished crafts lying around. Maybe I'll finish the crafts from last Flossmas and show you what I've done. I don't know. But I will do a Flossmas. And I will film every day. They probably won't be edited just because there's no way I'll have time to edit them and stuff. Yeah, so I think that's not everything. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot. I have a new release. I'm so dumb. I had planned on filming a new release video the Thursday that I got back, after I got back from my sister's wedding. I had 103-degree fever, and then it completely slipped my mind. So I'm going to show you my new release. Hold on one sec. So many of you who follow me know that I have a Medieval Marginalia series, which is slightly off color, sometimes very off color, images from medieval margins that I've turned into cross stitch. I have my nuns harvesting phalluses, I have my butt trumpets, and now I have my cat licking its butt. So this guy comes, this is the original in the margins. This comes from I believe it's a book of, it's not a Psalter, it's not a book of Psalms. Is it a book of Psalms? Let me see. What did I say? What did I say in my listing? Hold on, let me see. It is hold on, let me look. Of course, duh, I couldn't think of the word. It's called a Book of Hours. And it is it's from the Hours of Charlotte of Savoy. And it was owned by the Queen of France. Now, this has a lot of really fun and interesting images in it, but Erin 2 Martini Stitcher messaged me with this, like, on Instagram with, so let me back up. People send me really funny medieval images on Instagram. It's hilarious, and I love it, and I appreciate it so much. It makes my day. So Erin 2 Martini Stitcher sent me just a slew of like pictures of cats licking their butts, because medieval people are very much like modern people and think that, well, they love cats, first of all, because cats caught rodents and stuff like that. They loved cats, and they thought butts were hilarious, right? They thought butts were hilarious. And so cats and butts together, winning combination. So she sent this to me, and I was sort of trying to figure out what my next Medieval Marginalia would be, and it was perfect. So I chose that one, It's called Keeping It Clean, and I changed the color in order to maintain the color scheme of the other two, so they all go together. They use the same flosses. I also I changed kind of the outline of it. Like I changed what's around the outside of it just because it was too hard to, it was too hard to chart. I tried charting it and it just looked like junk. I did keep these like weird bug things though, like right there. And I kept a couple of those. So it's called Keeping It Clean or Cat Butt with 3 Bugs. And I did that for Jo from Belushi Stitches. She really liked the bugs from the original, so I kept a couple bugs for her. But the swoopy things are adapted from a really famous manuscript of the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. There's one image where it's actually Geoffrey Chaucer on a horse, and this is kind of the swoopy things are kind of around him. So anyway, this is available in my Etsy shop right now, but I'll do a giveaway because I always do a giveaway when I have a new chart. So let's do a giveaway. I'm going to do the random comment picker, but I can't filter by word anymore. So basically I'm just going to spin it until someone says the word, but say clean, CLEAN, in the description box down below. And I'll draw this in my next Flosstube. So it will definitely not be before next Sunday. But I can't guarantee it won't be next Sunday. I guess that's what I'm going to say. So if you want this and I haven't drawn by next Sunday, then you can just go until my next video. But guaranteed you can get it by next Sunday. I don't know what I'm saying. Just put clean in your description, in the comment down below if you want to win a copy. And if you've already purchased a copy, and you win, I'll refund your money. That's not a problem. I'm also working on a very ambitious temperature pattern. It's unlike any I've done before. I was afraid it wasn't going to work. I had hoped to have it released by mid-October. That's not happening. But I think it could be released by by the end of the month. It can be released by the end of the month. I just have to keep working on it. So I have 3 months done. I have the 3 most difficult months done. So it should go quickly from here, but I'm thrilled. I hope, and I showed it to my friend Marcia, who was kind of my inspiration for it. And she thought it was really cool too. So I'm pretty excited about this one. This was, like I said, different than anything I've ever done before. And I really didn't know if it was going to work. It's a unified picture instead of individual items. So yeah, that will hopefully be released by the end of the month. That's the plan. And I will do its own video because it needs explanation, I think. Temperature patterns kind of just need more explanation than kind of regular patterns. I mean, a cat licking its butt is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, the other thing I kind of wanted to just say is that I'm also working on a stitch along for next year. It is a medieval bestiary stitch along that I will be designing and releasing. And I was planning on doing it every 2 weeks, but now I'm wondering if I should do every month. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how many stitches each section comes out to. But basically, each section will have an animal and kind of a little border, and it'll all kind of fit together. And I'll also have a kind of PDF of what the animal meant to medieval people, its allegorical meanings, what they believed about its like physiology and stuff like that, because they believed really interesting things about animals. And just a heads up, you know, medieval people believed that the world reflected God's plan. So almost all of the animals have some kind of Christian religious significance. So keep that in mind. I'm an atheist, but I still find it fascinating. And as a historian, understanding how medieval people viewed the world really helps you better understand like why they made decisions they did, why they did the things that they did. And they believed wacky things, and it's amazing. So I hope that if you're interested in joining in that I'll do sort of a pre-release starting in probably mid-December, and that will give you the size of it and how much floss you'll need, probably, those kinds of things. And it'll be a low number. It's like 3 colors. So I really like monochrome and low color numbers things. That's kind of my aesthetic. So think of if you go to my Etsy shop and look at my harpy and dragon, my red deer, my sea monster sampler, those kinds of things. Those are the general gist of what it's going to look like. That's kind of the style. So you can kind of see what the style is. And there are going to be some animals on there that might surprise you. So that is another plan for the new year. And then I'm also going to have another, not quite stitch along, but like sort of individual monthly mood tracking patterns for each month that I'm going to finish into this journal. So those are my plans. I got a lot of plans. December is going to be very design and stitch heavy. That's for sure, because I want to make sure I have all these things stitched before I release them so I can make sure they look good. Except for the temperature pattern, that's not going to be stitched. That's going to be a mock-up. All right, that's it from me. I don't really have much else to talk about. That was a lot of talking. Oh, my sister's wedding went great. This is sort of life update stuff now. My sister's wedding went great. I was the officiant, and my dad told me that it may have been the best ceremony he's ever been to. They laughed, they cried. It was super fun, and I did a great job. It was my big day. But yeah, no, it was really fun, and I'm glad I didn't mess up, honestly. I mean, I did mess up, but it was because I'm so used to speaking in public, between teaching and giving papers at conferences and public speaking and talking to you all, like messing up doesn't throw me. I just make a self-depreciating joke and everyone laughs at me, and then we just move on, and it's just a fun time. So my sister was happy. Her husband was happy. My parents were happy. Lots of people came up to me and them saying that I did a good job. So that was good. That was good. And it was a lovely wedding, and my sister's just a delightful person and is stunning. She got all the niceness and the beauty. I got all the grumpiness and bossiness. I don't know. That's what I got. Yeah. And anyway, my sister's lovely. Her new husband is lovely. And it was just a very exciting and fun time. I could just wax eloquently about my sister. My sister is a phenomenal woman, and I'm very lucky to have her as my sister. So that went well. And then I got COVID. And like I said, I had I was really sick, really, really sick. And so I stayed home a couple days, which meant I was super behind at work. And then I wore a mask because I had to go to work because there are no protocols in my university for having COVID. So I moved all my meetings online, and I wore a mask all the time. And as far as I know, I didn't give it to anyone else. So that's good. Except Rich. I gave it to Rich. So Rich was sick last week, and hopefully he's testing negative now. And then I started testing negative last weekend. And then this week I've had horrific dental pain. I've had a tooth that we've been watching for years and years. There was some dental work done, that like unnecessary dental work that happened before I moved here. And so we've just been watching it, and it's just annoying, but it never hurt or anything like that. Well, it hurt. Like, I have never felt pain like this before. It was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah, so it's like right here, and like it just spreads around your mouth, right? But then it goes up into your inner ear and then around the back of your head. God, Wednesday, I think at like 3:30, I went home because I was literally sitting at my desk just looking at my keyboard crying. Like, I couldn't even function. I was in so much pain. I was taking thousands of milligrams, and I think I was switching between ibuprofen and acetaminophen. I was like going back and forth so I didn't like OD on something, and thousands of milligrams. And my dentist, I had called him the week before because I knew something was going to happen, couldn't see me until December 12th. And I just kind of kept calling, and I said, I can't do this. So I'm on antibiotics now. I have a endodontal appointment next week, a week from tomorrow. But the antibiotics have really helped. So now it's just kind of sore, and I'm only on like, I don't know, 1,800 milligrams, 12 to 1,800 milligrams of ibuprofen a day, which is a step down from where I was. So I can handle this level of pain for the next week, and then hopefully it will all be taken care of. And it was horrible, friends. It was horrible. Sorry if that was too much information, but man, dental pain is so terrible because you can't get away from it. You can't like put pressure on it. Like, there's nothing you can do. All you can do is just like sit there and suffer. I don't know how people with chronic pain get anything done. I don't know. I don't know how people with chronic pain get anything done, because like it takes up so much mental energy just to like not, just to be awake and be upright. Anyway, but it's better now. It's better. I'm on amoxicillin. It's better now. And hopefully it'll be fixed next week. Yeah, that's it from me. Don't forget, if you want to win a digital copy, it's a digital copy, by the way, digital copy of my cat licking its butt, keeping it clean. Just say clean in a comment down below. And I'll have a release video when my next temperature pattern is done. So far it looks really cool. I'm really excited. Very cool. All right, that's it from me. I'll stop talking, and I will hopefully see you in the next week or two. If I don't see you next weekend, then have a good American Thanksgiving, those of you who celebrate. And we're staying here. So if we don't have a video next weekend, we'll definitely have one during Thanksgiving weekend, because I actually have a very long weekend for that. So that will be easy to film, and I will see you in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll stop talking now. Thanks for watching. Please take good care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.